So you're thinking about America, the USA, land of the free, home of the brave, and the place where you can get a bucket of soda so big it could double as a hot tub for a small child. I get it. The idea of moving here is a big one. It's like deciding to finally read the terms and conditions on a software update. You know it's important, you know it's long, and you're pretty sure there's some confusing stuff in there. But you also have a feeling it might make everything run a little better. People from every corner of the globe have this image of America in their heads, pieced together from movies, music, and news headlines. It's a place of superheroes and Silicon Valley billionaires, of Hollywood dreams and vast open roads. But what's the reality? All right, let's start with the big one. The headline act. Economic opportunity. This is the oldest part of the American brand. It's the reason my ancestors, and maybe yours, looked at a map and thought, you know what? That long, expensive, and frankly terrifying boat ride seems worth it. The idea that if you work hard, you can build a better life for yourself. The US job market is a beast. It's vast and incredibly dynamic. Here, it's not uncommon to meet a lawyer who used to be a chef, or an engineer who's now starting a sustainable farming business. There's a fluidity to careers that's really liberating. Wages in many sectors, especially for skilled workers, are highly competitive on a global scale. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, engineering, or trades, there's a strong demand for your skills, and companies are willing to pay for them. Then there's the entrepreneurial spirit. This country is obsessed with the next big thing. It's baked into the culture. Starting a business here is, relatively speaking, straightforward. There's a whole ecosystem built around it. Venture capital, incubators, mentorship programs, and a general cultural attitude that celebrates risk-takers. Failure isn't seen as a permanent stain. It's often viewed as a necessary stepping stone to success. Now let's talk about the people. Because you can have the best job in the world, but if you feel like you don't belong, what's the point? This is where America gets really interesting. It's not a country built on a single ethnicity or a shared ancient history. It's a country built on an idea, and that idea has attracted people from literally everywhere. The result is one of the most culturally diverse places on Earth. Think about it. You can walk through a neighborhood in New York, and in 10 minutes hear a dozen different languages. You can go to a strip mall in Houston and find a Vietnamese noodle shop next to an Ethiopian restaurant across from a Mexican taqueria. This isn't just a novelty. It fundamentally shapes the experience of living here. It means that, as an immigrant, you are not an anomaly. This diversity creates incredible communities. No matter where you're from, there's a very good chance you can find a piece of home here. There are Irish pubs in Boston, Little Italies in major cities, vibrant Chinatowns, Koreatowns, and bustling Indian communities. But it's not just about finding people from your own background. It's about the beautiful, chaotic, and enriching experience of living alongside people from every background. So when people talk about the American melting pot, I think they miss the point. It's not about everyone melting into one uniform substance. It's more like a mosaic. All right, let's get practical for a second. Where are you actually going to live? One of the most underrated perks of the United States is its sheer size and geographical variety. It's like a continent masquerading as a country. You have this incredible menu of climates and landscapes to choose from. Seriously, whatever your ideal environment is, you can probably find it here. It's like a weather buffet, and you can fill your plate with whatever you like. Are you a sun worshiper? Someone who believes that life is just better in shorts and sandals? Well, hello Florida, Southern California, and Arizona. You can have endless summer palm trees and beach weekends in February. You can trade your snow shovel for a surfboard and your winter coat for sunscreen. For millions of people, especially those coming from colder, grayer climates, this is not a small thing. It's a complete lifestyle upgrade that can have a huge impact on your mood and well-being. But maybe you're the opposite. Maybe you love the seasons. You want the crisp autumn air, the vibrant fall foliage, the cozy feeling of being snowed in with a good book and a cup of hot chocolate. Then the Northeast and New England are calling your name. You can experience the classic 4 seasons in all their glory. The beauty of a New England fall is something straight out of a postcard, and there's a certain magic to the first snowfall of winter. Or perhaps you're a mountain person. You crave elevation, epic hikes, and the smell of pine trees. The American West is your playground. Let's talk about education. For many people, this is the #1 reason they look to the United States. The American higher education system is, to put it simply, a global powerhouse. It's like the Premier League of universities. When you look at any list of the top universities in the world, it's just dominated by American institutions: Harvard, Stanford, MIT, Caltech. These names are known across the globe for a reason. They are centers of research, innovation, and academic excellence. But it's not just about the Ivy League. The system is incredibly broad and diverse. There are thousands of colleges and universities across the country, each with its own strengths. You have large state universities that are leaders in specific fields like agriculture or engineering. You have smaller liberal arts colleges that provide a more intimate, discussion-based learning environment. You have community colleges that offer affordable pathways to a 4-year degree or vocational training. There is a fit for almost every type of learner and every type of budget. And the education you receive here opens doors globally. Furthermore, the system is designed to create well-rounded individuals. There is often a strong emphasis on extracurricular activities, from sports and arts to student government and volunteer work. This holistic approach helps develop leadership skills, teamwork, and a sense of community. It also provides incredible networking opportunities. The people you meet in your classes, your dorms, and your clubs can become lifelong friends and valuable professional contacts. So, whether you're a young person planning your undergraduate studies, a professional looking to get a master's or a PhD, or a parent thinking about the future opportunities for your children, the American education system is a massive draw. If education is the brain factory, then innovation and technology is the assembly line where the future gets built. The United States has a reputation, and for the most part a well-earned one, as the world's engine of innovation. This isn't just about a few big companies in California. It's a deep-seated part of the national culture. Of course, you have to start with Silicon Valley. It's more than just a place, it's a mindset. It's the global epicenter of the tech industry, home to giants like Apple, Google, and Meta, but also to thousands of startups you haven't heard of yet. But the tech scene has exploded far beyond Northern California. You have thriving tech hubs in places like Austin, Seattle, Boston, and New York. Each city has its own flavor and specializations, from biotech in Boston to e-commerce in Seattle. This leadership isn't limited to software and social media. The United States is a dominant force in scientific research, aerospace, biotechnology, and medical innovation. The research being done at American universities and private companies is literally saving lives and pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. If you're a scientist, an engineer, or a medical researcher, this is where you can work on the most cutting-edge projects with the best funding and resources. What this creates for an immigrant or an expat is a unique opportunity for growth. You get to work on projects with a global impact. You are exposed to the latest technologies and business models. It's an environment that rewards creativity and forward thinking. It makes you feel like you're part of what's coming next, not just what's already here. It's a place for builders, dreamers, and people who want to have a hand in shaping the future. Okay, let's get into a topic that is fundamental to the American identity: freedom. Now, this word gets thrown around a lot, especially in political speeches, and it can mean different things to different people. It can sound like a cliché, but when you come from a place where your choices are limited, where what you can say, believe, or do is restricted, the American concept of freedom becomes very, very real. It's not just a word, it's a lived experience. At its core is the First Amendment, which protects freedom of speech. This is a big deal. It means you have the right to criticize the government, to protest, to express unpopular opinions without fear of being imprisoned for it. Then there's freedom of religion. The United States was founded in part by people fleeing religious persecution, and the principle of separating church and state is baked into its DNA. This means the government cannot establish a national religion and you are free to practice any faith, or no faith at all. And this idea of freedom extends to personal choices. There's a powerful cultural emphasis on individualism and self-determination. The idea is that your life is your own to shape. You have the freedom to choose your career, your partner, where you live, and what you do with your time. The legal system, for all its flaws, is designed to uphold these rights. The concept of innocent until proven guilty, the right to a fair trial, and the rule of law are fundamental principles. Of course, it's important to acknowledge that the application of these freedoms has not always been perfect or equal for everyone throughout American history. The country is still wrestling with its own ideals, but the ideals themselves, the right to speak freely, to worship as you choose, to pursue your own path, and to be protected by the rule of law, remain a powerful and compelling reason why people are drawn to this nation. It's the promise of being the author of your own story. We've talked about the cities, the jobs, the cultures, but one of the greatest treasures of the United States lies outside the city limits. I'm talking about the sheer, breathtaking, jaw-dropping beauty of its natural wonders. The country is blessed with an embarrassment of riches when it comes to nature. The scale and variety of it is something that's hard to comprehend until you see it for yourself. It's like nature's greatest hits album, all in one country. The national park system is one of America's best ideas. Seriously, they took these incredible landscapes, the Grand Canyon, Yellowstone, Yosemite, Zion, and decided to protect them forever, for everyone. These aren't just patches of trees. They are vast ecosystems preserved in their natural state. Visiting these parks is like stepping into another world. Standing on the rim of the Grand Canyon or watching Old Faithful erupt is a humbling, almost spiritual experience. And these are just the big names. There are hundreds of national parks, national forests, monuments, and state parks scattered all across the country. This means that no matter where you live, you are likely just a few hours' drive away from a beautiful natural escape. You can go hiking, camping, kayaking, fishing, or just have a picnic in a place that feels a million miles away from the stress of daily life. This access to nature is a huge boost to your quality of life. The ease of domestic travel makes exploring all this beauty incredibly accessible. The U.S. has a massive network of highways and airports. The culture of the road trip is a quintessential American experience. You can pack up your car and drive for days, watching the landscape completely transform before your eyes. Driving from the green hills of the East Coast, through the flat plains of the Midwest, over the Rocky Mountains, and down to the Pacific Coast is an adventure in itself. You can spend one vacation skiing in the mountains of Utah, the next one exploring the swamps of Louisiana, and the one after that relaxing on the beaches of Hawaii. The country is so big and diverse that you could spend a lifetime exploring it and still not see everything. Let's zoom in from the grand national parks to something a bit more personal: your neighborhood, your home, your daily life. While America is known for its bustling, chaotic cities, a huge part of the country offers a very different experience. For many people, especially those with families, the appeal of the United States lies in the potential for a high quality of life, with space, safety, and good amenities. Let's talk about space. In many parts of the world, especially in densely populated countries in Europe and Asia, living space is at a premium. Apartments are small, and having a backyard is a luxury reserved for the very wealthy. In many parts of the United States, particularly in suburban and rural areas, having your own house with a yard is a common and achievable goal. This room to breathe is a game changer for families. It means a place for kids to play, for a garden, for a barbecue with friends. This often goes hand in hand with a focus on community and family life. Many suburban towns are built around the idea of creating a safe and supportive environment for raising children. There's a strong emphasis on public schooling, and people will often choose where to live based on the reputation of the local school district. Beyond the suburbs, many smaller cities and towns across the United States offer an incredibly high quality of life. Places in the Midwest, the South, and the Mountain West combine affordable living with good job opportunities, low crime rates, and a strong sense of community. So while the image of America might be the fast-paced life of New York City, the reality for millions of people is much quieter. It's clean streets, friendly neighbors, good schools, and a sense of security. It's having the space to build a home and a career simultaneously. This pursuit of a stable, comfortable, and high-quality life is a powerful, if less glamorous, part of the American dream, and it's a huge reason why people choose to plant their roots here. Moving to a new country is one of the hardest things you can do. You leave behind your family, your friends, your entire support system. It can be incredibly lonely and overwhelming. This is where another great strength of the United States comes into play. It's a country that is, in many ways, built for immigrants. Because it has been a destination for centuries, there is a deep infrastructure, both formal and informal, to help new arrivals find their footing. First and foremost are the immigrant communities themselves. These communities are a lifeline. They are a source of practical advice. Where do you find a good apartment? Which grocery store sells the spices from back home? How do you navigate the school system? But more importantly, they are a source of emotional support. They are people who have walked the same path and understand the challenges you're facing. These networks are incredibly strong and well organized. You'll find cultural centers, community associations, and religious organizations dedicated to serving specific immigrant groups. Beyond the community support, there is a formal infrastructure in place. There are countless nonprofit organizations, charities, and legal aid societies dedicated to helping immigrants and refugees. They offer services like language classes, job placement assistance, and legal advice on navigating the complex immigration system. The legal framework, while complex, provides clear pathways to residency and citizenship for many. The United States has a long history of immigration law, and while it's constantly changing and being debated, it provides a structured process. Ultimately, the United States is a nation of immigrants, and that's not just a historical fact, it's a present-day reality. There's a general understanding, and in many places, a genuine welcome for newcomers. We've covered all the serious stuff: jobs, laws, education, all the responsible adult things. But life isn't just about work and responsibility. It's also about joy, passion, and having fun. And when it comes to entertainment and lifestyle, the United States is a heavyweight champion. It is a global hub for culture, sports, music, and just about any hobby or interest you can imagine. This is the place where you can work hard and then play even harder. Let's start with entertainment. Hollywood is here. The American film and television industry is the most dominant in the world. This means you have access to the latest movies, the biggest concerts, and world-class theater, especially if you're near a major city like Los Angeles or New York. The music scene is incredibly diverse. From jazz in New Orleans to country in Nashville, from hip-hop in Atlanta to indie rock in Portland, there's a live music scene for every possible taste. Then there are sports. Americans are passionate about their sports, and it's infectious. Going to a college football game, an NBA basketball game, or a Major League Baseball game is more than just watching a sport. It's a cultural experience. The food culture is another universe of enjoyment. We've moved way beyond just burgers and fries. Because of its diversity, the United States has become one of the best places in the world to eat. You can find authentic, high-quality cuisine from every corner of the globe. Beyond these big categories, there's an endless variety of niche hobbies and lifestyles. Are you into comic books? There's a Comic-Con for that. Do you love crafting? There are maker fairs and craft markets. Are you a fitness enthusiast? There are marathons, yoga studios, and CrossFit gyms everywhere. Whatever your passion is, no matter how obscure, you can find a community of people who share it. This makes it easy to find your tribe and build a rich social life outside of work. This is the part of the American experience that fills the weekends and the evenings. It's what balances out the hard work and the ambition. It's the freedom to pursue pleasure and passion. Whether your idea of a perfect day is hiking a mountain, watching a Broadway show, cheering at a football game, or trying a new restaurant, you can do it here. The United States offers not just a chance to make a living, but a chance to build a life that is genuinely fun and fulfilling. So, there you have it. 10 big, compelling, and very real reasons why people from all over the world choose to build a life in the United States. We've talked about the powerhouse economy, the incredible diversity of people and landscapes, the world-class education, and the freedom to forge your own path. It's a lot to take in, I know. It's a country of incredible highs and undeniable complexities. It's a place that promises so much and demands a lot in return. Moving here isn't a magic solution to all of life's problems. The journey of an immigrant is never easy. There will be challenges, moments of doubt, and days you miss home so much it hurts. The United States is not a perfect country. No country is. It's constantly grappling with its own identity, its history, and its future. But what it offers, in its best moments, is a genuine platform for growth, a chance to pursue your ambitions, and the freedom to be who you are. It's a place that still believes in the power of a new beginning. Ultimately, the decision to move is a deeply personal one. It depends on your dreams, your priorities, and your willingness to embrace a grand and sometimes messy adventure. Whether you're thinking of coming for a few years to study or work, or you're looking to plant permanent roots and start a new chapter for your family, America offers a unique and powerful proposition. It's a place where your story can become part of a larger, ever-changing narrative. And that, for many, is a dream worth chasing. Living in the United States isn't perfect, but it offers real freedom, growth, and opportunity. Whether you're visiting or starting fresh, it might just be the move you've been dreaming of.